Students of DAV Secondary School, Mogappair are blessed to be a part of this divine satsang. Today, we reflect on the eternal principles of truth through DAV, slokas and Trikural in 3 languages. Let us open our hearts and minds not just to understand the truth, but to live by it. May this gathering bring us wisdom, clarity and the courage to walk on the path of truth. Thank you.
I'm here to explain the meaning in English. Satya means truth or reality. It refers to the true state of things which is verifiable and unchangeable. Truth is important in philosophy, religion, ethics and science. Various philosophers and spiritual gurus have described the truth as the highest value of life. Truth is God.
रहीम का दोहा रहीमन नीति सांझ की तजिए न जगमाही धीराज तारी सब काज में निश्चय सिद्धि ताही. Rahim says that we should never live truth and good values no matter what. Those who stay patient and follow the path of truth will surely succeed.
कबीर दास जी का दोहा सांझ बराबरी तब नहीं झूठ बराबर पाप जाके हृदय सांझ है ताके हृदय आप. There is no penance equal to truth. There is no sin equal to lying. God resides in the heart of one who has the truth in his heart.
तुलसीदास जी का दोहा सत्य बचन मानस विमल कपट रही कर तूती तुलसी रघुबर सेव कही सके ने कल जुगी बूती. By speaking the truth, the mind remains pure and the work remains free from the desire.
As we all know, Vedas are the ancient form of learning. Our rishis instigated lots of values in our life. Now, the most powerful moral value everyone should follow is Satya, the truth. Here we are to chant few slokas emphasizing on the path we need to follow. Satyameva jayate. Satyameva jayate prithvi. Satyena tapate ravihi. Satyena vayago vanti. Sarvam satye pradishtitam.
The earth is sustained by truth, the sun shines by truth, the wind blows by truth, and the truth is based on their truth.
Nasti satya samodano. Nasya vidyate param. Nahi vataram kinche. Anurtadiha vidyate. There is no other religion like truth. There is nothing greater than truth. There is nothing more severe than untruth. Satyam bruyat, priyam bruyat, na bruyat satyam apriyam, priyam chanamridam bruyat, esha dharma sanatanaha. One should speak the truth and what is pleasant, but not to speak an unpleasant truth or even unpleasant lie. This is the eternal path of dharma. Satyam sarvasya sopanam, parabalasya nauriva, navaranamam kinche, satyadapyatikam prase.
Like a ship in the ocean, truth is a ladder to heaven. There is nothing more pure than truth.
குறள் எண் 291. குறள் வாய்மை எனப்படுவது யாதினின் யாதொன்றும் தீமை இல்லாத சொல். பொருள் உண்மை என்று சொல்லப்படுவது எது என்றால் எவருக்கும் எத்தகைய தீங்கையை தராத சொற்களே சொல்லுவதே ஆகும்.
Truth is the speaking of words that does not hurt others.
குறள் எண் 295. மனதோடு வாய்மை மொழி தவத்தோடு தானம் செய்வாரின் தலை. பொருள் உள்ளம் அறிய உண்மை பேசுபவன் தவமும் தானமும் செய்பவரை காட்டிலும் உயர்ந்தவன் ஆவான்.
He who speaks truth with all his heart is superior to those who are generous and practices a simple living.
குறள் எண் 298. குறள் நீ வாய்மையால் காணப்படும் விளக்கம். நீரில் குளிப்பதனால் உடலில் உள்ள அழுக்கு மட்டுமே நீங்கும். மனம் அழுக்குப்படாமல் இருக்க சொல்லிலும் செயலிலும் வாய்மை வேண்டும்.
The body attains the purity by bathing. The soul attains the purity by only speaking the truth.
Satyam Vada Dharmam Shara. According to the Taittiriya Upanishad, speak the truth, abide by your dharma, practice righteousness and
We also would like to acknowledge the contribution of the teachers who coach the children. I will read out the names. I will request the children and the teachers to be here when I read out their names. Srimati Bhuvaneshwari ma'am, the principal of the school. Srimati Gayatri ma'am, Srimati Padmarekha ma'am, Srimati Gopalapuram, and Srimati Vandana. Please give them another clap. And another thing,
वेदाहमेतं पुरुषं महान्तम् आदित्यवर्णं तमसः परस्तात् तमेव विदित्वाति मृत्युमेति न अन्यपन्था विद्यते यनाय. Respected audience present over here today, we have set a wonderful program by the children of SMGP and a truly relaxing meditation session by Shraddha ji. So thank you to all of them. Today we will discuss for about 10 to 15 minutes on this mantra that I guess most of us would have heard or at least come across. Have you? So this mantra, ईशावास्यमिदं सर्वं यत्किञ्चित् जगत्यां जगत् तेन त्यक्तेन भुञ्जीथा मा वृदः कस्य स्विद्धनम्. This mantra is found in the Yajurveda, 40th chapter. That's the last chapter of Yajurveda, and it is the first mantra of this last chapter of Yajurveda. Also, you must have heard of the Isha Upanishad, isn't it? So there are the Vedas, there are also Upanishads that came from the Vedas. So Isha Upanishad, this is once again the first mantra of the Isha Upanishad. We also call it Isha Upanishad. So this particular mantra has very deep relevance in our everyday lives, and we'll try and understand that. So, but before that, let's once say this mantra together so that we get a bit more energized. So, Om Isha Vasyam Idam Sarvam Yat Kimchit Jagatyam Jagat Tena Tyaktena Bhunjitha Magrada Kasya Svidhanam. So this is the two lines, right, of this particular mantra. So Om means you're referring to the primary name of Ishwar. Isha means over here means Ishwar, which is God. Vasyam idam sarvam. So this Vasyam word is coming from Vasati. Vasati means to live, to stay, to exist, right? Isha Vasyam idam sarvam yat kimchit jagatyam jagat. Jagat means what? The world around us, right? So I'm not making a very word by word meaning, but broadly you should get a sense of the mantra. Yat kimchit, that means wherever, whatever, in this entire world, Jagatyam Jagat. So, Isha Vasyam, that means what? The Ishwar. Vasati, exists. Isha Vasyam Idam Sarvam Yat Kimchit Jagatyam Jagat. So, anywhere in this world, anywhere and everywhere in this world, right? Ishwar exists. All, that's the broad meaning of the first line out there. Isha Vasyamidam Sarvam Yat Kimchit Jagatyam Jagat. So, Ishwar exists within us, Ishwar exists in this hall, Ishwar exists in this air, Ishwar exists in the spacecraft that got Sunita Williams back, to Earth, right? Ishwar exists in the space station out there, right? Ishwar exists virtually everywhere, on the moon, sun, everywhere. Ishwar exists. We do try and search for Ishwar, isn't it? We do try and search for Ishwar. We go to place A, place B, place C, place D, right? You also come over here. That is to concentrate ourselves and get the right vibrations, get the right knowledge, right? But Ishwar exists everywhere. The meditation session that we went through now for about 10, 12, 15 minutes can be performed everywhere, isn't it? Can be performed everywhere. The advantage of coming over here is, okay, we perform it together. You have someone who leads it, right? It helps you do it. But it's not that Ishwar exists only here. Ishwar exists at your homes as well. Right? It is like air, isn't it? Air exists everywhere. And also remember that for something to exist everywhere, it cannot have a form. For something to exist everywhere, cannot have a form. Because if something has a form, it cannot exist everywhere. Because then it occupies space. Isn't it? Air we know exists everywhere because air does not have a form. That's why air is able to exist everywhere. So similarly, Supreme Force, Ishwar, exists everywhere. That's the meaning of the first line. Om Isha Vasyam Idam Sarvam Yat Kimchit Jagatyam Jagat. The second line says Tena Yaktena Bunjikha. Right? Which basically means that whatever we have got in this world, whatever we are blessed with in this world, right? We need to consume. Tyaktena. Tyag means, Tyaktena means the word also comes from, in a way similar to the word Tyag. Right? Tyaktena Bhunjika. You have to consume that with a sense of detachment. With a sense of detachment. Ma gradaha kasya svidhanam. Ma gradaha means never aspire for someone else well. You can see the meaning in English as well. The entire world is enveloped by Ishwar as she exists everywhere. Why is the word she there? We generally think about he, right? Because Ishwar does not have a gender. Ishwar is formless. Ishwar does not really have a gender. And if you look at the various words, we say Lakshmi. Lakshmi is feminine or masculine? Feminine. Right? Durga is feminine. Right? You have Ganesh, that's masculine. Right? So Ishwar can be referred to. Ishwar does not really have a gender. All the names of Ishwar that we speak about, Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, right? Ganesh, Parvati, all of these are qualities of that one Ishwar. In our everyday language, they may seem masculine to you or feminine to you. Right? That's why over here, we consciously use the word as she exists everywhere. Right? Let us lead a meaningful and satisfying life with a spirit of detachment and no desire for others' wealth. So now, let me slightly elaborate a bit more on Tena Yaktena Bhunjina. What does this overall detachment really mean? Right? What does it imply for us? So overall, the Shastras clearly encourage us. So is going in a flight attachment or detachment? Is having a car attachment or detachment? Right? All of these are questions that come. So overall, the Shastras clearly encourage us to earn with 100 hands and give away with 1,000. There's nothing wrong in prosperity. Nothing wrong in prosperity, right? Being able to accumulate, being able to get good things in life, and being able to use them productively is something that is definitely encouraged, but with a sense of detachment. If it is not there, it should not bother you. If it goes away, it should not bother you. And whatever prosperity you get, you should share with others. Leave alone taking someone else's wealth, but rather you need to share what you have with others. And in life, you need to know how to let go of things. How to? Detachment is also about letting go of things, letting go of emotions, letting go of negative feelings, right? All that is extremely important in our lives. I'll give you a small story. So there was once a monkey, right? Hence, there are people who, monkey trappers are there, isn't it? Right? There are monkey trappers who want to catch monkeys. I know how do they catch the monkeys? They have a very simple trick. A very simple trick. So they basically take something like this pot, which has a small opening, right? And they tie it to a tree. And in this particular pot, which is in a way transparent, they put some nice eatables. The monkey is able to see, okay, there's some nice nuts out there, which the monkey really likes. So monkey comes to the jar and puts his hand inside. Right? It's a small opening, but he's able to put his hand inside. Once he puts his hand inside, he takes those nuts that he really likes. Right? And then does what? He closes his fist, isn't it? You take the nut and close the fist. And then he tried to take his hand out. What happens? The opening is very small. Right? He could somehow manage to put his hand inside. But once he took those nuts, right, it became a fist. And then he could not really bring his hand out of this jar. He's struggling. He wants to leave from there. The monkey wants to run away from there. Right? He can also see the monkey trapper coming towards him. Right? But what does not strike him is that he needs to let go. He needs to release his hand. If he releases his hand, the way the hand went in, it can also come out. But because he is still holding on to those nuts, to those eatables that he likes, right? The fist is closed and it will not come out. Similarly, it is there for us in our lives as well. Many times we hold on to our emotions, to emotions of anger, to emotions of jealousy, to emotions of negative thoughts about others, right? To unnecessarily wealth, to desire for an iPhone, desire for an expensive car. All these desires, we hold on to them. And because we hold on to them, we don't voluntarily let go. The most important thing is, you need to let go of it voluntarily, of your own, right? It creates attachment. And that's what creates dukkha in life. So this particular sloka, go back to the mantra. Ishavasyamidam sarvam yat kimchit jagatyam jagat tena tyaktena bhunjita magradaha kasya sudhanam. So if we live our lives in this particular way, wherein we understand two key things in this mantra. First, Ishwar exists everywhere, right? Like air, even like current, right? Can you see the current? No, you can't see electricity. We know it exists because this tube light is on. right? But you cannot see electricity with your own eyes. You cannot see the Wi-Fi signal. On your phone, you can see the 4 bars. You can see the 3 or 4 bars that makes you secure that you will get your WhatsApp calls and WhatsApp messages, isn't it? But you cannot see the signal. Right? So similarly, Ishwar exists. You can see Ishwar not the way you see a specific object, but you can see Ishwar through the process of meditation. Right? If you are able to truly concentrate, and that's where there's the Ashtang Yoga, Yam, Niyam, Asan, Pranayam, Pratyahar, Dharana, Dhyan, and then Samadhi. Right? If you get to that level, then you truly understand that Ishwar exists everywhere. And the second line, it invokes us to say that whatever Ishwar has given to us in this world, Tena Tyaktena Bhunjita. Right? You need to be able, nothing wrong in being prosperous, but you also need to know how to let go. Like that monkey that had to let go of those nuts to be able to free himself. Otherwise, you will be entrapped in this world, right? And Margadaha Tastisritanam, never look at coveting or getting someone else well. So I'll stop here. If you have any questions, we'll take that. Otherwise, we'll proceed to listening. Yes.
Sharing your prosperity with the world. Aren't you making the world lazy?
Sharing your prosperity with the world, aren't you making the world? Are you making the world lazy? So, true in some. So, if you look at the freebie culture now, right, in different states, that does make people lazy. That's absolutely true, right? But you will see around us in this world, there are enough and more people that truly need things, right? There are families that sometimes get destroyed due to sudden deaths. There are people with, who are orphaned. There are people with physical challenges, right? So then there are animals, right? So there are definitely people in this world who truly need your support. And that's something which you should definitely share, but yes, not the freebie kind of culture that makes people lazy.
How many people in your life have you seen before you share and get this kind and come up with life? I have not seen anybody who takes and comes up in life. I'm sorry.
And comes up in life.
Comes up in life. He takes a birthright to be dependent on the society. So are you spoiling his future by making him permanently dependent on us? And yet to see somebody who has taken and prospered in life.
So there have been people who have shared with me, right? See, sharing is not only in terms of exact wealth. Sharing is in terms of time. Sharing is in terms of advice. No, wealth over here, wealth should not be taken as only in terms of money. Wealth is in different shapes. Even sharing your time with someone, right? Giving good advice, like being there when the person needs you, to give a good pep talk, being able to give good counseling. All that also comes in sharing the wealth. So I would not prefer wealth to only in terms of sharing X rupees. Right? That's how the Shastras also take a look at it. Thank you everyone. Also I'll make one quick announcement. So next week on the 29th and 30th is the 150th year of the formation of the Arya Samaj. So Arya Samaj was established in the year 1875 in Mumbai, and it's a 150th year celebration of the Arya Samaj, which will be celebrated in Mumbai. And because Bombay, as I mentioned, was the first place where Arya Samaj was also established by Swami Dayananda Saraswati. For those who are here for the first time, Arya Samaj is not a separate religion or sect. If you look at going back to the 19th century, there's a lot of superstitious beliefs in the name of religion, right? And while the entire Hindu religion did ascribe to the Vedas, but the Vedas were being interpreted by different people in different ways. So some people saying there's casteism in Vedas, there is animal sacrifice in Vedas, there is meat eating in Vedas, there is sati in the Vedas, right? So people were misinterpreting the Vedas. And Swami Dayananda Saraswati, he basically had that strong intuition, and based on in-depth learning, he realized that that is not the right interpretation. And that's why he formed the Arya Samaj in the year 1875 to bring like-minded people who are interpreting the Vedas with the right perspective together. It was formed in Mumbai. I'll possibly speak more about it next week. So we have the celebration wherein our Vice President, Shri Jagdeep Dhankarji, will be presiding over. There are a few people who are definitely going from Chennai and from Pondicherry, Vedic Vidya Kendra, who are going to Mumbai and will be representing. I think Atul Nankyaji over here, a Joint Secretary, and the Raj Police member is also going to Mumbai. Also in Chennai, at the Saukarpet Arya Samaj, we are going to have a small Shobha Yatra or a small procession on this particular next Sunday, which will be held at about 6:30 a.m. So 6:30 to about 8:30 a.m. I would urge as many of us to also participate in that. There will be a van also leaving here by about 6:15 in the morning from Gopalapuram. And the satsang over here also will be held at 8 o'clock as usual. But some of them will also be, proceeding for this Shobha Yatra, which will be held in the Saukarpet area. So in the Govindappa Street and the key streets out there, it will be held over there. Some of the pamphlets will be kept outside. You can please collect it. And those who like to participate, please let the Arya Samaj team also know about it. And please do be there in large numbers. Thank you.